Anytime you're ready.
Hello, welcome to In Defence of the Traditional Martial Arts. I was hoping to start the new year with news that someone had finally accepted my challenge. However, no sooner had they accepted it on a very public forum, in fact I was supposed to go down on a weekend to do some filming, than they were private messaging me to say that they couldn't go through with it. Now the reason they gave was that even though they were doing this off their own back, they felt like they would be representing their club. Their club, taught by a guy that had also accepted my challenge on a public forum before private messaging me to tell me that they couldn't go through with it.
That's an order.
Coincidence? I don't know. I seem to be seeing a pattern here.
Trying to kill him or something?
Now, speaking of people that accepted my challenge before bottling it, that leads me on to our old friend, Ancient Exercise. Over the festive period, I think he got a little bit carried away and left this comment on my video that I did with Tomo from the Martial Geeks when he came over to the UK. Looks like a martial arts channel for crackheads. Quite like it, to be honest. However, it is a repeated pattern by this guy who doesn't seem to get over the fact that he bottled out of meeting with me. I had a few responses, normal backwards and forwards, but then fast forward a couple of days, it goes on to a mutual friends video, One Man Stampede, who did a video taking the mick out of Adam Misner.
Here's a towel to wipe your tears.
Love it, check it out. I'll put it in the comment section. I like the effort you put into your videos. Well done, Ancient Exercise. Flattery always gets you somewhere, right? I mean, you should like it. It's a very good video. Compared to the lying grifter, Alan Witchley, that is lying. Just keep repeating that on my lie. Maybe someone will believe you. I mean, let's face facts. There's only one person out of the two of us that is an actual proven liar. I could bring up the screenshots, but I thought instead of doing that, we could just listen to the video that I made previously. Welcome to In Defence of the Traditional Martial Arts. Does anyone remember this guy? He, I think, was the first person to accept my Tai Chi challenge, but then chickened out. Since then, the guy turns up in my comment sections all the time, just kind of trying to insult me. I decided to call him out on it, and then I asked him if he was deleting his own comments. Rather than admit his mistakes, be the bigger man, own what he'd done, he decided to claim that he'd never written anything and that it was all in my head. I always come with receipts. Here you are being jealous about my channel getting 1,000 subscribers, and here you are calling me humorless in spite of the fact that nobody else in the comment section thought you were funny either. So if you are looking at learning White Crane or Tai Chi in the Norwich area, just know that this guy has no honour, is a liar and a coward. Throughout the thread on One Man Stampede's video, Ancient Exercise was trying to paint me as a bully and a liar. Now, obviously my friends were asking for evidence. He couldn't really provide it. He did offer this example. I used the word example very loosely. It was a comment left on a podcast that I did on someone else's channel. It's basically a guy who was butthurt because he was trying to tell me that John Jones shouldn't use spinning elbows because it's dangerous. This John Jones. John Jones, possibly the greatest MMA fighter of all time. Now, I don't know whose advice I should take on the subject. John Jones, possibly the greatest MMA fighter who's ever lived, or Nicholas 200, the nobody. He went on to block me on Facebook, and then because this was on a unrelated video to me, thought he could get away with leaving such a ridiculous comment. Make up your own mind. It certainly doesn't prove me to be a bully or a liar. Now, the only other example that Ancient Exercise could provide of me being a liar and a bully was a link to one of my own videos. A video I made on a channel I had years ago when I fancied myself as a bit of a singer-songwriter. I thought I was great. The rest of the world disagreed. Now, this comment was left on every single one of my videos on that channel. And interestingly enough, Ancient Exercise provided a link to a video that only had this comment on it. This is the guy who harassed people on TikTok and spreads false information about them. He did it to me. Now, if you see where I have responded to it, you'll see that I wrote, any criticism from a self-confessed abuser is always welcome. Now, Ancient Exercise, he's not one to read things like this. He responded with his full support for Eloquent Wizard. And unfortunately, this is one of the times I don't have receipts. However, I responded to him on this thread, and the fact that he deleted his comment is kind of an admission in itself. My response was, to Ancient Exercise this is, the guy you're supporting has a conviction for beating up a woman. Wow, you really don't think. And that is the problem, isn't it? These people that are susceptible to woo, they don't think. They just go on the first thing that they see online, as in with Eloquent Wizard. If you want proof, fortunately for me, this is one of the times that I do have receipts. Eloquent Wizard on a different video left the same comment and I responded with, it was nice of you to apologise to me on there. Have you apologised to the woman you hit and emotionally abused? You know, the one you admitted to. Now underneath that, Eloquent Wizard has responded with, yes. Yes, he apologised to the woman that he emotionally and physically abused. Guilty. Ancient Exercise, you were championing a self-confessed abuser of at least one woman. That's embarrassing. Now, Ancient Exercise, as well as supporting a self-confessed abuser of at least one woman, also has an embarrassing similarity to this guy. This is one of the comments that he wrote to me, and it kind of explains why he's so intent on trying to destroy my good name and outstanding contribution to the martial arts world. By the way, you've made quite a few videos about me, so it's fair game as I'm concerned. You can delete them, then you won't hear from me again. So my TikTok channel started out as a martial arts page. I just so happened to respond to a video I saw by a Manosphere wannabe. It was just before Andrew Tate was blowing up. I was still figuring out what TikTok was about, and it blew up. And I found myself in the end just responding to loads of these Manosphere wannabes. One of them was Eloquent Wizard. He kept mass reporting my videos. I kept on having to appeal a decision. I'd get my videos back. He had loads of different accounts. He kept reporting, leaving comments all over the place. And one of those comments was this: would you like me to leave you alone? Because if so, I will make you a deal. Sound similar? Ancient Exercise, Eloquent Wizard, that's bullying behaviour. That's harassing me to try and get me to take down content. Now, Ancient Exercise, you challenged me to a duel to begin with. Bit of a laugh, I know that. But you agreed to meet up with me. Then you withdrew that agreement because you tried to make out you weren't a content creator and you didn't want to be on camera. This was a lie. You were creating content at that time when we were interacting. You bottled it. Now you can either meet up with me and we can film the interaction and you can recreate these fudging skills that you say are easy to do, or you can accept the fact that you don't have the confidence to meet up with me. You don't have the confidence in your own abilities. You're constantly telling me that I don't practice Tai Chi, in spite of the fact that you have admitted that since the birth of your son, you've hardly practiced at all. This is a lot of projection on your part. You're projecting the bullying behaviour onto me, even though you are the bully. You're projecting the lying onto me, even though that you are the liar, proven liar. You keep deleting all of your comments in an attempt to try and cover up the kind of person you're being. And you hate having these comments put back to you. You hate seeing these videos of yourself. It's not my problem. I haven't done this to you. You've done it to yourself. Accept it, move on, or meet up. We can film the interaction. We can put it to bed. I've been in defence of the traditional martial arts. Ancient exercise has been outed for the bully that he is. Catch you all soon.